Britain's plans for new submarines are a reflection also of the growing importance of undersea security. That was a topic of discussion amongst defence ministers at the weekend's Shangri-La Dialogue, where the threat to undersea communications networks was made apparent.
Undersea cables form the backbone of global communications, making them a shared strategic vulnerability.
That concern widely shared among defence ministers gathering in Singapore amid an exponential growth in the use of submarine cables. The IISS Asia Pacific Regional Assessment 2025 describes the subsea domain as an increasingly critical arena, which may even be a decisive one in any major conflict in the Western Pacific. At the heart of it, an extensive network of undersea cables spanning more than 1 million kilometres, transcending international and continental boundaries, and carrying the vast majority of the world's internet traffic. This subsea information superhighway transmits everything from streaming videos to financial transactions to diplomatic communications and essential intelligence. Most cable damage is unintentional from human error or natural disaster. But it's the intentional damage that's raising the alarm, either through sabotage or espionage. Since 2023, there have been at least 11 cases of undersea cable damage around Taiwan and at least 11 such incidents in the Baltic Sea. Severing communications incognito is grey zone warfare, commonly under a cloak of deniability, which makes it hard to build a case.
With damaging of power cables, we would have blackouts in some parts of the country. With damaging of telecommunication cables, we would have lack of communication between the states, between Sweden and Poland, for example. So the consequences could be very, very serious.
Europe has a war on its doorstep, one in which malign actors have readily used undersea sabotage to gain advantage. NATO alliance countries are building defence capabilities in response.
We need to make sure that we have the maritime capabilities to respond. What we often see is when Russian ships are close to us and we show with our maritime capabilities that we are seeing them and that we are detecting them, they often go away. So deterrence is working.
Finland's model of comprehensive security has been a good basis for preparing to the hybrid influencing. Undersea dimension faces unique and complex challenges due to the difficult operating environment.
Even as nations work towards boosting their own capabilities and defence against any threats, officials emphasise the importance of working with allies.
Reactions of the NATO has been also very straightforward, actually. So we are helping each other, and we are in Estonia ready to defend our critical infrastructure on the Finnish Gulf, Baltic Sea as well. But once again, together with our allies.
シャングリラ会合の3カ国が今こそオーシャンの下で各国が手を携えて対話を重ね、ルールに基づく国際秩序の溶解ではなく回復をなし。
What we can do is we can do our very best to make it people's worthwhile for actors, state actors and others to obey the rules of the road.
But unlike the rules of the road, the rules of the sea are frequently in dispute, and pinning blame for subsea sabotage is fraught. With thousands more kilometres of cabling planned for the Earth's seabed, undersea security has become a paramount concern for many nations.